I do it, you probably do it, we all do it. We don't mean to do it, but we do. And then when we realize we're doing it, it's because we're in pain. What am I talking about? Well, we start like this and we end up like this. We start like this and we end up like this. And before you know it, you're doing this or even this. This is now one of the most common postural issues, so much so that it has been deemed as a public health problem by the National Library of Medicine, based on a study published in December 2023. It has been given the name forward head posture. In this video, I'm going to tell you the one effective and sustainable method of eliminating neck pain from forward head posture. You're going to want to hear this because this is not any of the standard methods you've heard about before. So exactly what is forward head posture? Forward head posture, and most commonly neck pain, is a functional issue where the head is positioned away from the body center line, causing postural misalignment and increases the weight of the head being supported by the neck. Did you know that the neck has more than 20 muscles that work together to support and stabilize the head? These muscles are on all sides of the neck, extending from the base of the skull down to the shoulder blades and collarbone. When the neck muscles are overused, they become tired from maintaining the same postural imbalance, causing any one of these symptoms: fatigue, neck stiffness and pain, migraines, muscle spasms, limited neck rotation, limited neck flexion, balance problems, back stiffness and pain, chest tightness, shallow breathing, shoulder pain, and even rounded shoulders. Technically speaking, the nerves that form the brachial plexus emerge from the spinal cord in the neck. If someone has forward head posture, their neck muscles will be tighter and their cervical vertebrae will be compressed. This compression can lead to the nerves being impinged as they exit the spinal cord and cause disorders such as thoracic outlet syndrome, disc degeneration, cervical vertebral degeneration, bulging or herniated discs, osteoarthritis, postural issues such as sway back, flat back, kyphosis or lordosis, TMJ, and many other related musculoskeletal disorders. In fact, many times when someone has been told they have disc degeneration, it is often a direct result of what's happening in the neck. From constantly tilting the head downward, as if looking at a cell phone or reading a book, or result of craning the neck forward as if looking at a computer monitor all day. You know who you are. Look, it doesn't matter your age. However, due to technological advances being available on one singular device, it is becoming more of a concern among the youth, not only that this condition will increase, but that it can continue into adulthood, creating further musculoskeletal issues. Try saying that 5 times fast. Musculoskeletal issues. Anyway, some studies report that 83% of students with forward head posture experienced postural problems, while the general population can be as high as 87%. This is a long-term health concern for anyone who looks at a computer on a regular basis, or a phone, or even reads a book frequently. It can greatly affect how you are able to enjoy the rest of your life. So now that you have the facts and understand how it can affect your health long-term, what is the solution? I'm so glad you asked. Well, it is not a tool that you have to purchase that could be on back order, contain toxic materials, or you forget to take it with you. And it's not a drug that you have to get approved by insurance, or that's super costly that you have to take for the rest of your life, that has all these side effects and who knows what that leads to. And it isn't even a medical office where you have to take time off of work or get a babysitter for the kids. It has to be approved by insurance, and you can only go a certain number of times, and hopefully you get better within that amount of time. And what if you don't? All of these common methods are not long-lasting. They are only temporary, and that is just not sustainable. The one most effective and sustainable method of eliminating neck tightness and pain is by retraining the nervous system through somatic movement exercises. Now, let me be clear. These are not exercises like you go to the gym and you sweat and you work out. This has nothing to do with strengthening the muscles. There is no goal of increasing muscle strength. These are not stretches. These are not for flexibility, nor is it yoga or any form of yoga. This is very important to remember. No amount of stretching and muscle strengthening will retrain the nervous system to reset the gamma loop feedback necessary in relieving muscle tension and pain. You see, the more we repeat a specific movement, even if that posture or movement is not good for us, the more deeply it becomes learned in our nervous system. Our muscle memory retains that level of tension, doing us a favor so we don't have to work as hard getting into that same posture or doing that same repetitive movement, which is really great if we're doing that intentionally, trying to train ourselves a particular golf swing, or maybe riding a horse, or my favorite, dancing. When muscle tension does not release, the gamma loop can get all wonky. Do you have a wonky gamma loop? Is your gamma loop wonky?
Is your gamma loop wonky?
A wonky gamma loop can cause you pain, and you can lose voluntary control of your muscles. The good news is this muscle memory can be retrained. It is through a method called pandiculation. It's kind of fun to say. Say it with me. Pandiculation. There it is. Pandiculation involves gently contracting a muscle or a muscle group and then releasing it extremely slowly against gravity or some form of resistance. This sends accurate biofeedback into the nervous system about how much tension is being held in the muscle in a process called the gamma loop feedback. It resets the baseline level of tension in the muscles, thereby reducing or eliminating muscle tension and pain. So why does retraining the nervous system work and other methods don't? Well, because it's through active learning. Most other methods are passive, where something is done to you instead of working with you. Stretching, tools or devices, drugs, supplements, food, chiropractic care, or even physical therapy do not address the underlying cause of forward head posture, since they do not reset the baseline level of muscle tension by incorporating the gamma loop feedback. I told you this was not the standard method. Now, how do you know this works? Well, a recent study was conducted that supports clinical somatic education as an effective and sustainable method of reducing muscle tension and pain. The reduction in the use of medication in patients with both low back and neck pain was 61.5%. With neck pain only, they reduced medication by a whopping 73%. And those with low back pain only was 87.5%. There was also significant reduction in the number of doctor visits for patients with both low back and neck pain. My name is Julie Cott, owner of Midwest Somatics and Wellness. I'm a certified exercise instructor and clinical somatic education, and I help people who are living with chronic pain by teaching them how to retrain their nervous system through somatic movements, which gives them the ability to release their muscle tension and pain, transforming their lives from painful to pain-free. I have created an online course specifically for forward head posture. Since making this video, I have renamed my course from Forward Head Posture Course to Pain-Free TechNet Course. If you would like to retrain your nerves and start your journey from painful to pain-free, then sign up for access to my Pain-Free TechNet course. This will help get you out of pain and prevent recurrence. Click my link below to receive a free TechNet pain symptoms list just for signing up. You can also comment forward head posture in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to receive more valuable videos on living the world of pain-free through somatic movements.